What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiff with the T. For those of you who don't know me, welcome. On your way in, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. Thanks to the internet, we can all be a part of the conversation. So let's get into the video.
I'm gonna give up on the fantasy or the dream.
The dream to be married or what?
The dream that's keeping the dream is the reason you're single right now.
It's never time. I mean, we all have different times in life.
Really? How old are you again?
30.
What age is the time to give up on the dream?
There's people getting married 60, 80.
No, I'm talking about you.
Me personally, I'm not gonna give up because I don't think I'm really trying yet. So.
What age do you think you're gonna start trying?
To be honest with you, I'm having my selfish year, so I'm gonna give myself probably like 1 to 2 years. Then I'll pursue a relationship or whatever I desire.
You have any kids?
Yes, I have a beautiful daughter. She's 6.
Why do you think it works like that?
Works like what?
You're already a single mother, which is no shot. My mom was a single mother, but talk about your selfish years when you got a kid.
Yeah,
my question is, you said that, I said, is it time to give up on a dream? You said never give up on a dream. That people get married in their 60s and 80s, which is always this fanciful shit like that. So if your daughter, so listen. So
we all
listen. No. If your daughter didn't study, didn't do her homework, and said, "Well, Mom, people pass tests all the time," you'd say, "All right, daughter, just live life like that."
I'm not understanding. Did you ask me a question or?
Yeah. Would you allow? Why are you? When are you going to grow up and become a serious woman?
I feel like I'm being serious. I'm taking my life seriously.
But you said you're in your selfish years.
Yeah, I think we all have. When you're in a relationship, you really can't be selfish because you are constantly having to think about your partner. So at this current moment in my life, and I want to be selfish. I want to worry about me and not have to think about making somebody else happy. You know what I'm saying?
Why make a baby?
Why did I make a baby? 1, I was young. 2,
you were 24.
Yeah, so
you weren't young.
I mean, technically,
Youngest
I think
14, ma'am. Youngest 14.
I was engaged, so that was my main reason to do
It
it.
doesn't count for marriage. So don't get combative. Don't get fussy, because you say you want to be selfish, and I'm just sitting here listening. I'm like, you're a mother.
Yeah, selfish for my daughter. Reason.
No, you haven't said for your daughter. You
for
said.
The
No, you don't, ma'am. I hear very well. And you only brought your daughter up when I called it out.
It's for both of us.
Of course it is. So how's doing dicks gonna help your daughter?
Doing dicks? Who said who's doing dicks?
Being selfish, doing your own life. I mean,
That's
what are you doing in your single years? What are you doing in your single years is going to help you become a wife?
Work on myself. Work on what my priorities, my goals, my
Johnny Gill ass. Me. Who listen to this selfishness?
I'm proud. I'm proud. If you want to say I'm being selfish, okay, I'm finally being selfish.
Good. Die alone. You can be proud and die alone. That's cool, man. We're fine. Honestly, I'm more happy with women like you who are loud, proud, so we can identify you, so guys can just learn to just say, congratulate you, live in your truth and your power.
I will not die. I will guarantee you that.
Of course not. Y'all are gonna get married to high value men and have solid old children and travel and drive Mercedes and have personal chefs and all this other stuff. Of course, it's all gonna happen. That's what you've been told. That's why, and I'll be honest, that's why at 30 years old, you have such a defiant attitude. Your attitude's kind of trash regarding relationships.
Okay.
Relationships, man. Relationships. I didn't say period. It's just kind of trash regarding relationships. Because apparently to you, relationships hinder you from being selfish. But I've got news for you. An average man provides a woman options. A man of value provides a woman freedom. You can't be selfish as a single mama. You got to do what you got to do.
Okay, that's a fact.
I know. So why you'd rather be? We have deified being a single mother when that shit is hard.
That's exactly why I have to be selfish, because I don't have time to have that.
You don't have to. Being selfish doesn't get you a man. Doesn't get you a husband.
I'm looking for a man right now. I think I'm content.
I want you to understand. See, this is what I mean. So you are prepared. Well, that's fine. That's why I'm glad to do these things, because they think it's a game. Did you go to college? Did you go to college?
Yes. I actually went to.
You're breaking. What's your degree in?
I didn't graduate college.
Oh, okay. What was your profession?
I was in school for nursing.
What is your profession?
I'm in the airline industry.
So you're a flight attendant?
Yes.
Okay, so she really is being selfish. She really meant it when she said she's being selfish. She's a single parent raising her daughter by herself, and she's a flight attendant. You never see your child being a flight attendant. You're always going to be gone. So who's raising your child? I know Kevin's gonna ask. But she really meant it when she said these are her selfish years. You can't be selfish when you have a child.
And
next.
You're a sky waitress. Shout out to the sky waitresses. Not a good profession for a single mother. But see, I want you guys to understand that she fits in that kind of creative area, and you find a lot of women who are hairstylists and flight attendants because they can fly places, but you say you're gonna do it for 2 more years and then you're gonna decide to find a husband or decide to be in a relationship. Do you want any more kids one day?
Oh yeah, I definitely want.
How many more?
Probably like two more.
I'm assuming you want to have kids in the context of a marriage, or do you care?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to wait for.
So, okay. So when you're married and pregnant with the next child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
No.
Okay. Then after you have your 2 other kids and your 1 kid, what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for an entire lifetime? I mean, if you don't provide it's not there.
I feel like it would be like old style parenting, like so maybe like the groceries or it's like stuff like that.
In other words, less than 10%.
Correct.
Less than 5%. Okay, groceries. So groceries is, so you really don't want to have. I'm not judging, man, but groceries for you don't really want to have to provide any real money. That's fine, 5-10%.
Oh, I saw my parents do it. The man took care of mostly everything, whatever. Even though she made a decent amount of money, she made over 6 figures. All she did was
Your mother married to your father?
Yes.
Are they still married?
Yes.
Okay, you're not your mom. You're an independent modern woman, and you want to be a housewife.
Yes.
Ain't gonna happen. Because the kind of men that make the kind of money to be able to afford 3 kids and a lifestyle, $200,000 ain't gonna put up with this attitude. I don't care how good you think. I'm not gonna put up with a modern woman. It's not going to put up. What I'm saying is the kind of men that can afford a family of 3 in a middle class, upper middle class lifestyle aren't putting up with a modern woman. They want traditional feminine women who are, they're not selfish. They are selfless. They put themselves last.
But I
They
feel like
put their man first and their family second.
that was me for about 8 years. So
Doesn't matter. And they want a woman that's like that in all things at all times. They don't want a woman who goes through the selfish phase. Matter of fact, when they find a woman who are like you, they say she's a chameleon, and they'll hit the skins and they'll leave. They don't marry her. They run a background check. And as soon as they find an independent streak, you're not in wife category. We're talking about men who want, you're talking about you don't want to have to pay for groceries. So a man's gonna have to make well over 6 figures to have $1.5 million in kids. And you can have, you got this little smirk, like, it's not a game. I'm doing this so other women can hear. I'm doing this so other women can hear how crazy this sounds.
I'm listening.
No, there's nothing else to be said. You've said pretty enough. You and your selfish phase. And there's nothing out there that you're doing that's going to be of value to a husband.
I think it is. Being selfish will prepare me in order with that right man, I will be in the space in order to give him like 100% me. At this moment, I cannot give no man not even 50% of me right now because I'm not even thinking about a man. You know what I'm saying? So in all honesty, when it comes down to, like, let's say if a year or 2 years from now, when I'm in the right state of mind in order to, be able to have a relationship with no walls and whatnot, then I'll be able to give myself like that,
Okay, so let me ask you 2 questions. If a man who can meet your standards, he can meet a whole lot of other women's standards. Okay? Why would he pick you, a woman who has to go on this selfish journey and all that stuff? Why would he not pick a woman who's already in her feminine and not wavering, did not have to go through anything? She's just ready to go.
Okay, he can pick the other.
Hold on, listen, and no child.
Badly, he can pick the.
Listen, I think you need to understand, the kind of men you're looking for are very rare. Women aren't rare. Cute isn't rare. What you have to offer the market, which is men, is in abundance. So the person who is rare has to pick. He can only pick one wife. Why would he pick a wife that was in this position when he can pick a woman who just has her mind right from the jump?
Okay, so when I'm thinking about my future husband, I'm thinking he's destined for me. So yeah. I'm not thinking,
Where'd you get that belief at? Where'd you get that belief?
When he asked this question, she was supposed to say exactly what it is that she has to offer a man. And that's not what she did. Take note.
Belief from?
Where did I get that belief? I believe in, what is it? Law of attraction. I don't know. I just believe that my husband is my husband, right? So if I have that mentality, okay, this man is going to be my husband. This man is going to be my husband. No, my husband will find me.
So how many men are dead?
No, that's not how it works. You need to make yourself a woman that a man would want to marry. And you have a child, so you're going to have to work harder than women who don't have children. You're really going to have to work on yourself to make yourself stand out, to appeal to anybody after you're finished with your selfish phase. A man is going to want to know, like, are you still teachable? Are you agreeable? Are you willing to be selfless in this marriage? Are you willing to make sacrifices to make our home work? Things like that. Are you submissive? You have to make sure that you are marketable before your soulmate is able to find you. I mean, if you have a husband, if he's out there, He doesn't just look at you and say, oh yeah, that's the one, I'm gonna marry her. It doesn't work like that. That's really foolish of you to think that this law of attraction is just gonna pull you guys together. It doesn't work like that.
For you.
How many men?
Mm-hmm.
I've been in one serious relationship, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm just asking because you mentioned destiny. So, is there only one man that's destined for you?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. Then if that's the case, why do you have another man's child?
Because at one point in time, that one man was...
No. Think about what you just said. If you're his...
That's a good point. She's saying that destiny says there's one man for every one woman. Okay, so you must have got it wrong because you had a child with a man and you guys didn't end up together. So make it make sense.
Then you should, if he's yours, then you should be his. And if that's the case, you shouldn't have another man's child.
Yeah. So
just think about the logic. Just think. Don't get defensive. Just think about the logic. If you guys are destined to be with one another, that means you should be only for him. That means your womb should only be for him.
That's correct. And that was my mistake for having. I can't say my.
Or there is no such thing as somebody that's destined to be with you. It's a choice. That is Disney fantasy that's been marketed to the women in the West to sell you Valentine's Day cards and engagement rings. This is a new creation. And my question to you is, if your mother and father were married and they're still married, did they not model what a healthy, functioning marital relationship was to look like?
I mean, I don't think that marriage is perfect, but they did definitely model what marriage is, So
do you want to have what they had?
I would say, yeah.
So if you were to look in the public, what would be your relationship ideal role model, your relationship ideal model? What couple do you say that's who you want it to be like?
Honestly, I would say a man like Russell Wilson. So, but.
And if I asked you is your black femininity ideal, who is that public figure?
Who's my ideal public figure? I honestly would say Beyonce.
Femininity. Beyonce? Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. It makes sense because the only way your world will work is if you're Sierra and you wanted Russell Wilson. The thing is, this has been invaluable because there's so many women like you who just think, well, how can I say this? You can believe what you want. You can live in your truth. But here's the thing. The likelihood of you getting Sierra's prayer, you have a better chance of hitting the lottery, especially for a provider male. And the man that would be better suited for you, he's probably better off without you. And I mean this way because you're selfish. A wife doesn't have a selfish streak. Are you an only child?
No.
Okay. So, and I don't mean any insult by this, but seriously, have you ever had any therapy?
No.
Have you ever considered it?
Oh yeah, I think I have just recently.
You should look into it. I think you should look into it because what you're saying, ma'am, may feel like it's protecting you, but it's very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. Life is about people. And I know you're on Instagram, you got to protect your ego and say certain things because you want to maintain status, but it's not helping you. You can't live this way. Not especially get the outcomes you're talking about, because there's not one person that's destined for you. You choose somebody. Life ain't about love. Marriage ain't about love. It's about an agreement. And my question is, do you have what it takes to go 40 years with somebody?
Yeah, if I'm married, of course, but if I'm not, just like my last situation, 8 years down the road for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So.
But you could have married that person.
I don't have time to.
You could have married that person.
No, some men are selfish. So.
Well, you're a selfish woman. That would have been perfect.
Oh. I plead the fifth on this one.
Right. Don't blame it on the men. You picked him. We are what we attract. So last questions. All right, because let's just say your right person doesn't show up for whatever reason. What does life look like at 55 years old socially for you if you're unmarried?
If I'm unmarried, I hope to have friends who are also, and just live life, enjoy life for what it is.
So misery truly does love company. Women like this just haven't thought the whole thing through. They haven't thought the whole process through. They're living in the here and now. She's saying here and now, I want to be selfish. I want it to be all about me. And that's going to have a lot of consequences later.
Okay. What state do you live in?
Washington, D.C.
Okay. Will you have your $2.2 million you'll need to retire on at age 65 to live from 65 to 85 as a flight attendant?
I'm hoping to do more than that, but yeah.
How are you hoping to do that on a flight attendant salary?
I don't plan to just stay here, so I have my own plans and agenda. So,
what profession do you plan on? What profession do you plan on pursuing that's going to give you that kind of income and investment and savings?
That's my personal.
No, man. You can just tell us. You don't have to give us the exact plan. Just ask the profession.
Honesty, a real estate plan. So.
Really?
Yes. So, I mean, it's not just me, but yeah. You can laugh all you want, but that's.
Damn it! Oh, God damn it! Can't make this shit up.
Okay.
God
Next.
damn it. I'm laughing, man, because I did. Have you watched this since the beginning?
It's funny
Have you
how.
watched this since the beginning? Ma'am, stop. Have you been watching this since the beginning?
I can say here and there.
Oh, God damn it. This is where you come from. Undefeated. I told you, the realtor. Here she is. Extrovert, attention seeking.
I don't see what's so.
Hopeful, optimistic.
I really don't see this.
How about you being? Oh, God damn it. God damn it. God.
I'm missing the joke, so please fill me in.
You watch the replay. I've talked about the 7 or 8 archetypes of women, and today we're talking about the realtor. And I went down and said who the realtor is, how she thinks, how she moves, and man, you nailed it to a T. You nailed it to a goddamn T. And I see you every day.
Oh, you're funny.
No, you're common. This is a common mindset, and I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to let you know that you have a choice at 30 years old. But if you don't get some help to get out of whatever's in your mind that's making you on this selfish thing, because whatever it is, it's some fear, scarcity, and like some hurt, some something's there. Because this is the normal for a female to be so, and you can't fix it yourself. So have a good day, though.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, God damn! Woo! Boy, and people are like, who's he? Who qualifies you to talk about this? Who makes you? Well, who do you get to pick? That's why.
Okay, I don't know how much money you make as a realtor typically, but I do know that real estate investing is one of the quickest, most surefire ways to wealth. When you have multiple properties, when you have tenants in your property, when you own several properties, owning properties is pretty much a surefire way to become wealthy. There's no way you can own 5 houses and have tenants in them and not be able to make a significant amount of money. That's what I know about real estate investing. I'm not sure about realtors and how much they make, but I do know real estate is a safe way. It's to get to being wealthy. I'm not sure why he laughs at that. I don't know if it's the realtor umbrella, if he's not talking about real estate investing, if he's talking about just being a real estate agent. I don't know how much they make. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.